if you, how about the advertisement of Herschel Walker when you watch that? Dana White this talk today, because last night I was looking at the speech a little bit, you know. We had a wonderful turnout last night. What I didn't like, you saw this, right, when it was over? You saw when it was over? The thugs outside, because the Democratic mayor of Washington, D.C., it's another Democrat that's not believing in law and order. And, you know, we give Washington, D.C. a lot of money to run it. But they don't do a good job of running it, the mayor. She doesn't run anything. And these incredible people from all over the country, all over the world that were there last night, they walked out to a bunch of thugs. And that wasn't, remember this, that wasn't in front of the protesters. They were thugs. They were thugs. And the D.C. police are good. But the mayor gave bad instructions last night that should have never been allowed to happen. When a senator like Rand Paul walks out, and thank God we had some good police around him, they took tremendous abuse. And Rand Paul was in big trouble last night. He's a good guy, he's a friend of mine. And that shouldn't happen to anybody. But here's a U.S. Senator walking outside, and those 4 policemen should be brought over to the White House, and we're going to give them a medal of some kind of way. I told that to Rand. And the mayor should be ashamed of herself for that kind of a display of incompetence, because that's what's happening in Portland, and that's what's happening all over where you have Democrat-run cities. Just take a look. And we're looking at the whole situation in D.C., and tonight they have a lot of people gathering. Let's see how that works out. They have to be able to manage their affairs. They get a lot of money. She's always looking for money. Do we have more money? What are you going to waste it on? I mean, what are you going to waste it on there? And then our people walk out, and these are people from all over the world. They walk, including Congress, by the way. They walk out, and they get accosted, they get abused, they get spit on. It's a disgrace. And our country's going to change. We're not going to allow that to happen. You know, we're not supposed to be. We're not supposed to be involved unless we're invited in by the people that run. These are all Democrat cities, just so you understand, including D.C. So we're not supposed to go in unless we call it an insurrection. But that's a big statement. It's a big statement. No reason for it. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to have to look at it. Mark Meadows is here. We're going to have to look at it. Because we're not going to let that happen to people that go to the White House to celebrate our country. Subject
because they can't protect it. So they did a very effective job. We could take care of Portland in 45 minutes. 45 minutes. If that governor, if that mayor would call and say, please send in the National Guard, just like, hey, we did it in Minneapolis. Remember that? The place was going to burn down another few days. We sent in the National Guard. It was over within an hour. And they ought to get smart, and that's what they ought to do. So now they're talking about, well, you know, we want to, they were taught, what do they call it? A friendly protest, right? Remember the idiot from CNN? He's standing there. This is a friendly protest. And behind him, over his shoulders, the entire city is burning down. 67 days from now, we're going to win the great state of New Hampshire. We have to. And we're going to win 4 more years in the White House. Within my first term in office, we've secured America's borders, brought back our manufacturing jobs, rebuilt the United States military. It was a mess. It was a depleted mess. Wiped out the ISIS caliphate, killed our terrorist enemies, kept America out of foolish, stupid, ridiculous foreign wars, achieved American energy independence. And you see the price of your gasoline when you go fill it up. Oh, boy, that's a nice price. It's half what it was. And we built the single greatest economy in the history of the world, and that includes China, which was having a very, very bad year. And then the plague came in from China. We had to close it up. We saved millions of lives. And now we're opening it, and we're setting records. We're setting records. Wait till you see the numbers just before the election. They'll be released. And this is despite the fact that the Democrats are holding back Michigan, North Carolina. You take a look, Pennsylvania. They want to keep them. By the way, on November 4th, regardless, they'll be opening them up November 4th because they think that hurts the economy, and that'll hurt me, but our numbers are going to be great. We're going to have a great third quarter. We're going to have an unbelievable next year unless somebody stupid gets elected and raises your taxes. This November, each of you will vote in truly the most important election in the history of our country. I used to say it about 2016. This is now at a new level. Joe Biden is the puppet of the radical left movement that seeks to obliterate and destroy everything that you hold dear, including your Second Amendment, which will have no chance. Your vote will decide whether we save the American dream or whether we allow Biden to eliminate your jobs. And by the way, it's not Biden. It's not Biden. It's his masters. They tell him what to do, his masters. They want to erase your borders, confiscate your guns, appoint radical left judges and prosecutors, tear down our history, demolish your suburbs. You saw what I did. I ended the rule. You're not going to have low-income housing built in your suburbs anymore. But nobody writes that because the fake news doesn't want to write that, but everyone knows. Our friends in the suburbs have gotten a lot dumber than they used to be. They know that. They want to destroy your suburbs, indoctrinate our children, defund the police, and try everything in the book to turn our cities so that they look more like Portland, Oregon, than what we're used to looking at. Never forget, they are coming after me because I am fighting for you. It's true, too.